Good evening, friends. I hold before you this evening the reflection for day 4, and the word is awake. Awake. Allow me to read from Mark's Gospel, the 13th chapter, verse 32 to 37. The day and hour unknown. The day and hour unknown. But about that day or hour, no one knows, not even the angels in heaven, nor the Son, but only the Father. Be on your guard, be alert. You do not know when the time will come. It's like a man going away. He leaves his house and puts his servants in charge, each with their assigned task, and tell the one at the door to keep watch. Therefore, keep watch, because you do not know when the owner of the house will come back, whether in the evening or at midnight, or when the cock crows, or at dawn. If he comes suddenly, do not let him find you sleeping. When I say to you, I say to everyone, watch. And so, verse 37, what I say to you, I say to all, keep awake. Trevor Hudson reminds us of a word that sometimes we have forgotten: sleepwalking. He says many of us sleepwalk through our daily life. We go from experience to experience, from one encounter to the other, from one event to the other. We have little awareness of the presence of Jesus and that is active in our midst. We are on autopilot, as he calls it. We confine our life of faith to our daily graces, going to church, saying our prayers. But does God really play an active role each day, each moment of our lives? We divorce Christ from our everyday existence. That is called sleepwalking. And he reminds us that it endangers our spiritual health. That's also a new phrase for me, our spiritual health. I would want to reflect further for myself on my own spiritual health. And so Advent is a time to wake up, to become awake. To awaken is to live in the constant state of an awareness and attentiveness to that we do, so that we do not miss the presence of Christ. We must remember that Christ is ever present, ever active in our lives. So we must live in the expectancy that we may be surprised by grace and mercy breaking through our life any moment. We mustn't take the ordinary things for granted. It is in the ordinary things that God sometimes manifests himself. Rowan Williams, a former Archbishop of Canterbury, pointed out where we always can expect something new from our master and teacher that will touch our lives in some way. If we are sleeping, we may miss these Advent gifts. So how do we wake up? Trevor offers a few simple things or practices. We can choose to receive each day with gratitude and joy, to appreciate our early morning cup of coffee, to open our eyes to whatever is before us, to listen carefully to what is being said by those we are with, to taste the food we are eating, to give our attention fully to whatever task we are busy with, to take time to appreciate the sounds and sensations around us, and to focus our attention on the present moment. And whatever we do, seek to be expectant, expectant that the Messiah who has to come will come again to meet us in the here and now. Being awake is all about experiencing Jesus wherever we are, in whatever we are doing, with whomever we find ourselves. What I found very pleasant here in Linwood is nature. We are indeed privileged every morning to hear the sound of the birds, to see them coming to drink water. But one of the things I will have to grapple with, that Trevor reminds us, is for me and for each one of us to reflect on our spiritual health. Lent Advent is a time in which we can go to our spiritual doctor to remind us where we have fallen short. So, before you go to bed, think of your day. Recall moments when you were fully awake to the world around you. Then remember a moment through which you sleepwalked. Notice the difference between these two moments and ask God to help you stay awake throughout your day tomorrow. Something that I have not been faithful at is the examen. This is what Trevor speaks. It's to recall the movement of the Spirit and to be aware where God was present and where we have moved away from God's presence. May you be blessed on this, the fourth day of Advent.